Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fase Meida Hanas. Today, I would like to present my proposal. The title is The Effectiveness of Using Personal Photograph as Media in Teaching Writing of Descriptive Text at SMK Sore Tulungagung. For the first is Chapter 1, Introduction. There is a background of study. There are many languages in the world. One of them is English. We can see that English is uh, is an international language because English is language to communication with strangers, with people from other countries. And English also used as lingua franca in some countries, such as Singapore, and then Malaysia, Australia, and many others. But in Indonesia, English still, and in Indonesia, English is still used as foreign language. As a foreign language, English is very important to learn, especially in school, which in Indonesia we learn English in school start from we in the kindergarten or maybe in elementary school until in the college. Even though we learn English as long, uh, I mean, even though we learn English from kindergarten until the in college, we still have difficulty in mastering English. In mastering in English. In English, there are four skills that we must master. The first skill is namely listening, reading, and then speaking and writing. In most of students from first skill, the student feel that writing is most of difficult skill because they have student have a problem in writing, and I will mention the several problem with student in writing descriptive text, such as they have low motivation, poor vocabularies, difficulty with a sentence structure, grammar, and difficulty to express their ideas on written. Okay. Uh, when uh, when the when the when the teacher asks the student to writing something, most of students will confuse. They do know what must they do, how they do not uh, do not know how this, to start this written, and sometimes also they have imagine in their brain, but they difficulty to express their idea on written on paper. So they also thinking but not writing. Besides that, they also get difficulty in arrange a good sentence because they do not understand about the structure of grammar and also poor vocabularies. And because that they feel afraid to start it, and they afraid if do they make a mistake in their writing. So after that, they will have low motivation to do writing. So because of this problem, the teacher should improve and find better strategy in English, especially in writing descriptive text. Actually, there are many strategies, but I have one strategy. It hope it will increase the writing skill. It is using personal photograph. And the next is identification of the problem. The student have low motivation, poor vocabulary, difficulty with sentence structure or grammar, and difficulty to express their idea or written. For statement of research problem, should the student have significantly better writing descriptive text after using personal graph as media for teaching writing descriptive text? And for limitation of the problem, focus on the effectiveness of using personal photograph in teaching writing of descriptive text. For the participants, 10 grade students of SMK Sore Tulungagung, and the objectives of study to find out does effective the use personal photograph to teach student abilities in writing descriptive text, and how effective personal photograph to teach student abilities in writing descriptive text. And for significance of study from the teacher, it will expect, and the researcher expect that using personal photographs to be an alternative media to create their meaningful and interesting teaching process. And key for student, the student can express their idea, opinion, and feeling in writing descriptive text. And for other researcher is help and provide the information, model, and references needed so that it can be developed for further study. And for chapter 2, review of related literature. For the first is selective. According selective 2004 defined that teaching is art of inducing students to behave in ways that are shown to lead the learning including an attempt to induce students to should behave. What selective mean by uh, by teaching being an art is that the teacher must create situation to facilitate learning and then motivate learners to have interest in what is being transmitted to them. So the teacher must create the teaching process to be interesting, so it will make the student have high motivation in writing. And the next is according Jared and Wignall 90, 1994 2008 as cited by Adit Wijayanti. Descriptive text is a text type we use when we want to tell how something looks, smell, feel, act, taste, sound, etc. We can we can see that descriptive text is text that to use describe or explain or something, object or person, and also situation. And the next is personal photograph. Personal photograph is a picture that taken by a student by camera. This could be a photo of personal experience or something of interest to the student. Then they immortalize it in the form of a photo. In here, it means that personal photograph is a, a picture that have by a student. I mean, absolutely every person or every student uh, in their phone, they will have uh, they will have um, in they will have a picture that um, very interesting depend them. The photo is maybe um, every every person or every people they will they ever can experience or something interesting. So most of students when they see or when they feel that is interesting, they often they curtain will take this object or this something uh, take in their phone. They will take the picture by their phone. So its name is personal photograph. By this personal photograph, by this personal photograph, uh, I mean the picture that the student took is something that their interest. So absolutely, when the teacher, when the teacher asks student to describe this picture, it will make their make the writing process is more easily because this picture is their interest. So it hope the personal photograph will uh, help the writing process. And then reviews of research. The use of personal photograph. From the first is the title is the use of personal photograph as media in teaching writing descriptive text to the second grade of MTS Negeri 2. The author is Hilda Savitri at 2017 and she used Fase experimental method, and for the data collection technique is they use pre-test and post-test. The result is personal photograph gave a contribution to the student and it was more effective. And the second is the use of pictures to teach writing descriptive text often great student at PMDS Putri Palopo, and the author is Sufianti at 2019. She used Fase experimental method and quantitative approach, and the data collection technique is pre-test and post-test. The result is by using pictures is effective. And the third is the use of picture media to improve student ability in writing descriptive text for 9th grade students of SMK Perintis 29 Ungaran in the academic year of 2017 until 2018. The author is Monica Lolita Meida at 2019. 2018. The method is classroom action research. The data collection technique is she use documentation, observation, and tests. And the result is there is a significant improvement of the student ability in writing descriptive text. For the hypothesis is H1 is personal photograph is effective to teach writing descriptive text. And next is chapter 3, research method. Uh, in this research, I will use the experimental method in quantitative approach, and for the design is one for pre-test and post-test. So it means that I will give before I give the treatment, I will give pre-test to control group and sample group, and then after that I will give treatment to sample group. After that I will give a post test to to group control and sample group. And research variable independent X is personal photograph, and for dependent I is writing ability of the student who involved in this research. Population and sample. For the population is all 10th grade students of SMK Surya Tulungagung academic year 2020 until 2021. For the sample is 2 classes of 10th grade students that consists of 4 students. So one it is a control group for control group and one class again for sample group. For sampling, I use simple random sampling. And for data collecting technique, using I will using test. Test is written test, which has I will I will give test to writing descriptive text using personal photograph. So they use personal photograph. I will know that using personal photograph it will have the writing or not. Technique of analysis data for validity is arguably the most important criteria for the quality of the test. The researcher choose test to control test to check the validity. Then the researcher gives test to sample test. So it's like I said that I will give pre-test. Test it means pre-test. From the first, I will give pre-test to sample group and control group. After that, I will give after I give pre-test. I will give a treatment to only to sample Fase. After after I give a treatment to sample Fase, and then next I will give test its mean is post test to sample group and control group. I will compare both of the class. Uh, Thus, there is a significant uh, bisa between sample class and uh, control class by using this media, using personal graph. And that's all for my presentation. I hope my presentation uh, I hope this presentation uh, is you I I'm apologize if when I deliver my presentation I do a mistake, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.